Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I've got to make this kind of fast because my kids are downstairs watching TV, but today's video is going to be about budgeting for a baby, and specifically for me, budgeting for my third baby. Before we get into the video though, go ahead and check out my Instagram. I'll have it linked down below. And then don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video. Before we get too far into this, I just want to preface this with saying, if you are having a baby and you need a budget for the baby, don't get overwhelmed with people telling you it's gonna cost you this much and that much and you're gonna have to pay for so many diapers and yada, 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 because it's not worth stressing about. A lot of times people will tell you how much money it's gonna cost in the first year, and think about that broken down into 12 months. It's not something that is just unattainable to budget for a baby, okay? So just keep that in mind as we go through this. Budgeting for a baby should be just like budgeting for anything else, so don't get overwhelmed. I'm gonna give you a few tips in this video to help you budget with your baby and kind of just help you decide what is worth budgeting for and what's not. And then at the end, I'll kind of talk about my plan for my third baby and how I'm budgeting for it and how we're just making everything work. Tip number one is going to be don't overdo it. A lot of times people go out and they are scrolling through Instagram and they're looking at YouTube videos and they see all this crazy stuff that people are getting. And really a lot of these items, fancy items that you see out there, are not things that you have to have for your baby, especially not right off the bat. Think about what you're gonna need from birth to 3 months and focus on that before the baby comes. My recommendation for not overdoing it is make sure you have a handful of onesies, 5 to 10 onesies in newborn to 3 month sizes. They're gonna grow out a newborn pretty fast, so I would focus on 0 to 3 months. About 5 sleepers, like full-footed sleepers that have the little hand things that go over their hands. Those are great. A few pairs of socks, maybe a couple bottles, depending on, you know, even if you're breastfeeding, you might need to give them a bottle every once in a while. But you just need a couple bottles, and just if you only buy a few, you only have to clean a few. I wouldn't recommend buying shoes for this age because they're not really gonna use them. It's gonna be really hard to put them on their feet anyway, and they're super expensive. Maybe 1 pacifier or 2. You never know. There are so many fancy pacifiers out there that are like 15 bucks each. You never know if your baby's gonna take one. So I wouldn't recommend going ham. Just get a cheap one, see if the baby likes it. The Philips Avent Soothies are great. That's what they give at the hospital most of the time. And then don't worry about buying your baby a bunch of super fancy clothes. Maybe 1 or 2 outfits that you can take pictures in, but it's not very fun to put them in those outfits and they look miserable when they're in them. So they're pretty much sleeping all day. Get them comfy clothes to be in. Tip number 2 would be to have a baby shower or a diaper party. You might have somebody like your sister or your aunt or your mom or whoever's in your life that might want to throw this for you, which is amazing. But if nobody offers, ask somebody and people will be like, yeah, that's a great idea. Baby showers are a great way to get a little bit of extra clothing and some of those things that you know you need. And of course, you get diapers and wipes, and you know you're going to need those. When talking about the baby shower though, make sure you have a registry so that people know what you're wanting for your baby. If you just send out invites and you don't have a registry, they're just gonna go buy what they want to buy, which is awesome and so nice of them, but it might not be something that you need or want, and it might be something you've already bought. So make sure you put things on your registry so people know exactly what to look for you. And that's a great way to get additional items for your baby and really help when budgeting. Along with having a shower, you might get a wide variety of types of diapers. So if you get a bunch of newborn diapers or a bunch of size 1, don't open the boxes until you know you need them, because you can always take them to Walmart, I don't know, maybe even Target, and exchange them. As long as they're not opened, you can exchange them for a size up if you need. My next tip would be to go ahead and visit with the billing department at either the hospital or whatever facility you're planning to go through to give birth. They usually can take your insurance if you have insurance and decide kind of the estimate of how much you're going to spend during your entire pregnancy, like appointments, ultrasounds, the birthing process and all that. And they can break it down into payments over like 6 months or however long. That is a great way to not get that big bill at the end. And some places actually require you to do this. But then you're not hit with like this huge bill and then you're like, whoa, what do I do? So you're gonna pay it, and then hopefully by the time you have the baby, you don't have very much to pay left. Okay, my kids are freaking out, so I've got to make this fast. The next tip is to check with your insurance provider to see if they cover a breast pump. Breast pumps can be pretty pricey. You can find cheaper ones. The Evenflo, I think that's how you say it, brand is pretty cheap, and I used that for 2 pregnancies, and it was amazing. But check with your insurance, see if they pay. They might even pay like a partial amount. Anything is better than nothing. I'll link the website below, and I'll try to put it right here of where you can go to check to see if your insurance provider gives you some sort of discount on a breast pump. The last thing I'm gonna recommend is figure out the things that you know that you're wanting to buy, maybe those bigger items that people wouldn't get you at a baby shower, and then split them up between the months that you have until you're gonna have the baby. This leads me directly into our plan for paying for baby number 3. First thing is we have already met with the billing department, and we are on a payment plan up until the baby is here, and then whenever the baby gets here, we'll get billed for the rest of the amount if we owe more. And then make a list of the things that you need. If this is your 2nd or 3rd baby, go through all your items. That's what we've done. We actually already have two kids, and the next one's a boy, and the one that we just had was a boy. So we have a bunch of boy things already. So I just made a list of the things that I know that we need, and I'm gonna break it down. Things that we need are 5 to 10 onesies, 5 sleepers, a baby bath, a Love to Dream swaddle, which is amazing, by the way. It's like where they put their arms up. It's so awesome. Diapers, 3 new bottles, 0 and 1 nipples, 5 pants, and then 3 small hats if we can find them, because the hats that we have are kind of big. And then we'd also like a new diaper bag because our old one got worn to pieces. A new travel system, so a stroller and a car seat, and then a new booster seat for Mara because Jay's gonna be taking her old one when the new baby comes. We broke this down between January and May because the baby's coming in May. And so it's just kind of makes it like smaller tasks of things that we need to get. So in January, I bought some onesies. It's still January, but I've already bought the onesies. February, I'm gonna get some sleepers, some bottles, some nipples, a bath, and the Love to Dream swaddle. In March, I'm gonna get the travel system and the diaper bag. In April, I'm gonna get Mara's booster seat, and then we're gonna have a small shower since this is our 3rd baby. We're just gonna have a little shower to get mostly diapers. Maybe, you know, people like to get cute clothes, so we'll probably end up with some of that. And then in May, we're gonna get last minute items. We do already have pacifiers and things like that, and like all kinds of random things. So that is kind of how we're budgeting for our baby. It's totally different than if you're a first-time mom and you don't have any baby stuff at all. But just remember, keep it simple. Don't go and buy all the crazy stuff. You're gonna need those essential clothes. You might need 1 or 2 pacifiers if your baby takes one, a couple bottles, some socks. You might want some burp cloths. Really, something that's really great to have for babies are receiving blankets because you can use it as a swaddle. You can use it as a burp cloth. They're freaking awesome. Muslin swaddles. I will be coming out with a video here probably next month about the things that we use every single day with a baby. Be ready for that. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below your essential baby items that you need in that first 0 to 3 months so that maybe I can add some of those things into my video next month. Let me know how you're budgeting for baby. And then make sure that you subscribe so you never miss a video, and we will see you in 3 days. Okay. Excuse me. So hey, do you mind helping me with the baby shower? Get some baby towels and things like that. You don't need baby towels, take that out. All right, I'll be down in just a second.
Oh, Jay's got the mellow.
My kids are about to drive me crazy.